So guys, we have a giant storm coming through that's gonna affect at least 200 million people. And this storm is giant. It runs about 2,000 miles clear across the United States. And it's gonna affect 40 states, with the lower southern states getting lots of ice. Northern states, more like central Indiana, Ohio areas, are gonna get tons of snow. Lower southern Indiana areas are gonna get a ton of snow. And I want to go over in today's video what exactly I believe you should have prepared, what type of gear, what type of alternative heat sources, and what type of food you should be preparing with. So guys, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and give me a like, comment below what you've done to prepare for the storm so far, and what type of items you use. Let's get some conversations going down there. And also subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I just hope you enjoy this video. So let's get right into it. So guys, I actually visit Walmart quite frequently, and I've been seeing all these people out here panic buying, and they are buying everything. It is unreal. But one of the biggest problems with some of the stuff they're buying is I'm seeing people buy electric heaters. I'm seeing people buy food that you literally have to have electric to cook. Microwavables, beef, you have to cook that in a pan, get it up to temp and actually cook it. And they're buying a bunch of items that really, if the power goes out and they're stuck in their home, let's just say they don't have water or nothing, they're pretty much screwed. So let's go ahead and go over the types of food that you should be buying in the stores for this storm to have in your house. You don't have to cook them. You don't have to do any of that. You can just dig in and eat it. And it might not be as comfortable as cooking up some chicken tacos, you know, on a Monday morning, but you'll live and you won't go without food. You won't be hungry. So guys, like I was saying, was all these people are buying stuff like hamburgers, steaks, frozen pizzas, pizza rolls, Hot Pockets. I've seen their carts. I've seen them loaded down. And the biggest thing that you could buy that's the best, in my opinion, is canned goods. Buy you some beef ravioli, some SpaghettiOs, buy you some soup, some canned soup, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, Campbell's soup. Pretty much any type of soup that comes in a can, you can pop that top right off and eat it straight out of the can, and you'll be fine. You'll not get sick from it. You don't even have to worry about that. I have ate out of a can plenty of times. When I'm working, if I get hungry, I go into a store, grab me a can of soup or something, I eat it right out of the can. I don't heat it up. I don't do nothing. I just eat it. A lot of people will be like, ooh, that's gross. Well, you know, in a situation where your power goes out and it's freezing outside and you have no other way of cooking your food and getting heat for it, well, that can of soup's going to taste real good. So make sure you're buying these items that you can eat straight out of the package. That's why the soups are one of my highest ones that I would definitely buy. Buy you a couple cases of them soups just in case. Just a couple to get you through a week or two. You know, I don't think you need to stock up for 3 months of soup, but just enough to get you through this winter storm. Buy you some bottled water. A couple of cases of bottled water. You have plenty to drink if your pipes do freeze. A lot of people's pipes, if the power does go out, they're going to freeze. It's going to be frigid temperatures. It's going to be super cold outside. So make sure you have some backup water. Buy you a couple cases of water, buy the gallon jugs. Do whatever you got to do to get you some spare water, because, well, without water, it kind of sucks. So just get you some water, get you them canned goods. You can also buy things like crackers, granola bars, energy bars. As you see, we're on a theme here. Anything that you don't have to put over a fire or on an electric plate or on your stove, unless you have a propane burner, which right here, this is what I'm talking about, this type of propane burner. You can buy them at Walmart, but unless you really want to use propane, your backup heat source for cooking food, I would just stay away from the foods that you have to cook in order to eat. And I would just kind of adjust my comfort level to having good heat for me and my family, and we're eating room temperature food that's giving us a full stomach. You know, you sleep a lot better with a full stomach than you do trying to sleep shivering under the blankets. So highly, highly suggest get you some of them canned goods that you can just eat right out of the can, some crackers, you know, maybe some snacks. Kids might want a cookie or something. You never know. So get some snack cakes. Don't buy a ton of them. Focus on these canned goods. Now, when it comes to the whole water situation, if you can't find cases of water in your store, if they've already sold out of them, go buy you some 5-gallon buckets with sealable tops. Fill them with water. Clean them out real good first if you buy them from the store. Fill them up with water, pop the tops on, store them somewhere where they won't freeze up. And now you have a backup water source. Or you could go to a place like Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards. They sell a lot of people use them for camping. It's just water jugs. Heck, they sell them at Walmart, 5-gallon water jugs. Get you some of them. They're pretty cheap. This is them right here. Get you some of them. Fill them with tap water. Just set them there. You have plenty of water now. Now you don't have to worry about buying the bottled water because you can just use them water containers, of 5-gallon containers for your water, and just get it straight from your house before the storm hits. And there you go. You have tons of water that you can store up. You can buy, 5-gallon cans if you want. I don't think you'll need that much, but if you want, get you however many of them 5-gallon cans you think you'll need and put your water in there. You might not get the luxury of taking a bath, but you won't go thirsty. You can make some Kool-Aid if you needed to, or some tea, or you could just drink the water. So it'd be a lot more comfortable, and that's something that I would highly suggest doing if you can't get access to the bottled water or the jug water because your store is already sold out. Go ahead and buy you some of them 5-gallon water jugs. Pretty much what I think about food and water. Canned goods, 5-gallon jugs, put some water in them. Now I want to talk about something that I've seen that's, I see people buying electric heaters. And it's kind of blowing my mind because I've seen people with cartloads of electric heaters. And electric heater is only going to do it for you if you have electric. Now, the problem is right now, their main concern with the snowstorm is the electrical grid is going to be so overwhelmed because all these people are using their electric heaters that it's just going to go down. You're going to have ice on top of the lines, so many more factors that play into this, and people's buying all kinds of electric heaters, and they're going to overwhelm that power grid through 40 different states. We're talking 230 million people. I would highly, highly recommend getting a buddy heater, a kerosene heater, or a diesel heater. I'm going to go ahead and show you my buddy heater that I have. And this guy, here he is. This thing is super underestimated. This is the little buddy heater that I use. And this thing will heat some stuff, guys. This is 9,000 BTUs. Obviously, it's not going to heat your entire house and keep it, 80 degrees. But if you put this in a room, block off half of your house and turn this up, it'll heat your house for days. Obviously, you'll need to buy either some of these green propane bottles, or what you can buy for this, and they sell it, is a propane tank, and they have a big hose, a big 10-foot hose that you can attach to this, and then attach that to your propane tank, and you can fill up a couple I can't talk, guys. You can fill up a couple of them propane tanks, and now you're able to heat with this heater alone half of your house, stay very comfortable, and have that heat source for at least a week. If you have 2-3 big propane tanks, you're heating your house for a week, 2 weeks with that, guaranteed. I actually know an individual that heated their house with this same type of little heater, and it heated it just fine. Living room, dining room, kitchen. Heated it up great. Weren't cold at all. Kept it probably, I would say, 70, 75 degrees in the house. It was winter outside. It was snowing. So this little buddy heater is awesome. You could pick one of these up at Walmart for $89, as you can see here. They got them everywhere. I've been seeing them everywhere, and there's only one store that I actually seen that these were all gone. All the other stores had them. So get you one of these. Highly, highly suggest a little buddy heater. Guys, when it comes to this little buddy heater, a lot of people are afraid to heat with this propane because they're afraid of carbon monoxide poisoning, stuff like that. But I've been running these heaters for years. I love my little buddy heater. This one's my brother's. That one's mine down there. That's what I'm heating the shop with. That's what I always heat the shop with, is propane. And what I've noticed with this heater is it's got a built-in system in it If the air gets too boggy, this thing will shut off on its own. Now, all you need is a carbon monoxide detector. Keep you a carbon monoxide detector in your house. Put it somewhere up high in the general location of your heater. And if there is any carbon monoxide in the room at all, it'll go off and let you know. Shut your heater down, open some windows, get some good airflow going through there, and you'll be all right. But I've never ever had an issue with carbon monoxide with one of these little buddy heaters, and I've been running them for years. They're great little heaters. Highly suggest them. A good little heater that you can use, and a lot of people's grandparents grew up using them, is one of the kerosene heaters. You know, you got the round wick in it. You put some fuel in it. It's got that smell. You always know when someone's using it because you walk in their house or you walk in their shop and you can smell that kerosene. It doesn't smell very pleasant, but they work great, especially if you take a pan of water, set on top of there. Now you have a heater and a humidifier. So, you know, the kerosene heaters, great heaters to use in a situation like that. Buy you a couple 5-gallon kerosene cans, fill them up. You can fill them up for nothing at the gas station. And now you have a good heat source. And if your power does go out, you just fire that sucker up and you're good to go. So I highly suggest a kerosene heater. Now I want to get into another type of heater that I actually have. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love it. The only catch with this heater is you have to have some sort of power source. Now, the heater I'm talking about, and a bunch of guys can probably attest to this, is the diesel heater. The diesel heater heats absolutely amazing, and man, it'll run you out of any space. I actually know an individual that took a diesel heater because their furnace went out. He put it in his living room, vented it out the window. I helped him do it, vented it out the window, and he heated his house in -5, -6 degree weather. It kept it 79, 80 degrees throughout the first, couple rooms of his house. Of course, the very back half of the house was colder, but it wasn't freezing. Nothing froze. So them diesel heaters are great, but the only thing with a diesel heater, you'll want one of these. This here is a DJI battery backup. So you'd have to have some sort of battery backup or a generator, a gas generator. Tons of people have gas generators, but not everyone does. But even if you went to Harbor Freight and bought one of the little cube generators that costs like $100, that'll run your diesel heater, because all the diesel heater is a little igniter and a little blower motor. That's all it is. And it'll run for hours. Just on this DJI battery bank alone, I can run that diesel heater for 22 hours. So, and that's on high. So I would highly recommend a diesel heater just like this. I bought this one here on Amazon and I love it. I'm gonna buy another one for the shop here. We're gonna put it in the shop and it'll be snug as a bug. The buddy heater does good, but honestly, I wanna be able to put the diesel heater in the shop, put me a big fuel system under one of the benches where I just have it sucking fuel, just so, every week I don't have to go fill up on propane. I can fill up the tank that I build with diesel fuel, and it'll run on that probably all winter long. So that's something that I'm going to do later on in the future. But I would highly recommend a diesel heater. But for people that don't have backup battery sources like the DJI Power Box, get you one of these guys. Get you a buddy heater. These things are excellent. Now, if you just don't have the money for these types of things, you can go for some cheaper alternatives. They, have the hand warmers. They have the hand warmers you take out of the package, you put it in your hands and they keep it warm. Well, you can buy like little blankets now. You can get you some of them and buy you some extra blankets, some nice thick ones. Go to a bedroom, put you a tent up in that room, a small tent. Have all you and your family get in there, huddle up with your blankets. It'll trap that heat in that one little area. And you'll be warmer than what you would have been. You'll still shiver, I'm sure, but you'll be a lot more comfortable than if you were just out in the open air in a cold house. So highly recommend something like that. If you don't have, the 89 bucks or whatever to buy, because you have to buy the propane heater, which is $89. Then you have to buy the tank of propane, which is going to run you probably 20 bucks. But if you have a grill, go fill it up. You're good to go. So guys, when it comes to backup electricity, I would highly recommend a generator. Just a small, cheap generator. Something big enough to run your lights, stuff like that. Or your diesel heater if you have one. If you don't have a diesel heater, no backup heat source, like I said, I can't say it enough, buy the propane heater. That thing's a lifesaver, and I've watched it firsthand save lives, keep people warm in a situation that if they didn't have it, they would have froze. I mean, they would have been super cold and uncomfortable. That kept them comfortable. So if you don't have a generator, or you don't like generators, or gas for whatever reason, get you one of these DJI boxes. This thing is absolutely amazing. Plug it into some solar panels whenever it gets low. Have it charge up during the daytime. Use it at nighttime for your heat. Or have your heat plugged into it. Since it ain't pulling much juice out of it, have your solar panels plugged into it and have it constantly charging this box while you're using your blower on your diesel heater. You can also charge your phones with this, with the little ports here. That's the charging port there. With these right here, charge your phone with these two little outlets. You can see, plug your power strip in here, plug in all your chargers, get your phone charged up, run a microwave off here if you need to. These things are great, guys. Absolutely love it. They do cost some money though, so not everybody has the type of money that this thing costs. This thing's like 700 bucks. So that's why I always say I would go the cheaper option with the propane heater. But if you have the money to spend, buy you one of these battery backups, get you a diesel heater. I think it'll work great, man. This thing comes in use for all kinds of stuff. Not only charging your phones and devices, but your emergency radios, your ham radios, GSMR radios, stuff of that nature. You can run it. Power a little TV on this, watch the news on the TV if you need to, get some weather updates. This guy's great for that type of thing. So highly, highly recommend getting one of these if that, if your budget allows for it. If not, that's fine. You still be able to get you some heat, which is a propane heater and a propane tank. It's great. So guys, like I was saying, get them canned goods. Just buy you some raviolis, some Campbell's soup, any type of soup, whatever type of soup you like, whatever type of soup you think your kids will eat. Buy that. No cases of water. That's fine. Buy you a 5-gallon diesel can, water can from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, or Menards. They sell them at all them places. Buy a couple of 5-gallon cans, fill them up with water now. Put them in your house, keep them from freezing. You'll be good on water. Backup heat source, kerosene heater or propane heater, or if you have it and you have a generator or a power box, get you a diesel heater. Highly recommend it. But if not, like I said, and I know I've said it a ton in this video, propane heater all the way. That thing's a lifesaver, I'm telling you right now. That thing's, man, it's a little beast. Super happy with the purchase on that. And this isn't a paid advertisement at all, but I'm super impressed with what it does and how capable it is. And it produces some heat, man. It really does. The thing, if your power is out, you have your heat going, your backup heat source. Don't run in and out all the time. Stay inside, preserve that heat in the house, the heat that you have, and stay warm. Temperatures are going to drop. It's going to be frigid cold outside. I was just outside earlier today, and I've been outside on and off, and the storm ain't even hit yet, but the wind just hit my nose, man. It was stinging real bad. It was horrible. And I was like, man, this is going to be bad. It's going to be so cold. The snow's going to come down. It's going to be horrible. And if the power goes out, temperatures are dropping, your house is going to cool off quick. So get you them heat sources. I'm telling you, you don't want to watch your little kids sit there and shiver, Mommy, Daddy, I'm cold. Act now. Get you one of them. You'll thank me later. Get you some medicines like ibuprofen, maybe some Mucinex, stuff like that for sinuses and colds. Just in case you are in the ice area and you can't get out for a couple days, you have some medicines in-house that you can use so you can kind of get out of that sickness, help your children get out of that sickness, and just feel better all the way around. But guys, I'm telling you now, prepare now. Don't wait until last minute. Get this stuff now. Do something about these 3 situations: food, heat and power of some sort. If you don't have power of some sort, that's fine. You can do without. They do sell a little battery bank, the little battery packs at Walmart for nothing. Get you a couple of them, charge them up. They'll get you at least 4 charges on your smartphone, and you can monitor the weather, get you know, live weather updates, watch the news, do whatever you need to do on there, call for services if you need it. And yeah, them little power banks for charging your phone are a huge lifesaver. So I'd highly recommend them as well. There's just so many things that you could recommend that, you know, the list could go on forever. But I don't know, guys. Get you some flashlights, get them charged up. Some candles. I almost forgot about candles and lanterns. Lanterns are great, guys. I absolutely love lanterns anyway. Get you some lanterns for some lights. You can buy them at Walmart. They're backed by the candles. They sell them lanterns. Get you some of the candles, but get the white candles. Get some with the bigger bases on them and put them places in your house. Your kids, if you have kids or animals, can't knock them over. And use those for light source. If you don't have a way to get the power, they work great. I mean, our ancestors used candles for many years. You know, I think we can run some candle power for a couple of days and be okay. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. A little bit of stuff put into it. Really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope it gave you a couple ideas that you can use to be prepared for this storm. And hey, once this storm hits, we'll make an update video. We'll make a little video of what it looks like around here. I'm in central Indiana, so I'll show you what we look up here. Right now, I'm seeing snow totals kind of all over the place. They're anywhere from 11 to 12 inches to 12 to 18 inches. So I don't know. And we're like right in between the line where it's, you know, 14 to 18 inch mark. So I don't know how much snow we're going to get, but it's not looking good for a ton of people. But don't underestimate it. The ones that underestimate it normally end up regretting it in the end, but you never know. They could be totally off. You know, they're just predictions. That's all it is. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys like what you see, give me a like. Put a comment below where you're from, what you did to prep and get prepared for this storm. And, yeah, just tell me where you're from. I'll see you guys in the next one.